Let's unpack, let's unpack, let's unpack this. Let's unpack, let's unpack, let's unpack this. Let's unpack, pack, let's unpack this. Let's unpack, let's unpack, let's unpack this. Ladies and gentlemen, the secretary. Shade, he's legendary. Let's unpack, let's unpack, let's unpack this. Let's unpack, let's unpack this. What up, cabinet? This is the inaugural episode of Secretary of Shade with DDM. Today, we got a lot. Last week, Friday, Aretha Franklin. The longest funeral ever. It's got to be in the Guinness World Book of Records, bitch. Now, y'all know I work a 9 to 5, bitch. I clocked in, and the funeral started. I clocked out with overtime, bitch, and the funeral was still going on. This has to be a record. Bitch, Aretha Franklin Summer Concert Series, bitch. Okay? Now, I ain't mad at it. I mean, I need to do something. I feel like I need to step my death game up. Okay? Because, number one, I don't know any bitch that got outfit changes, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Larry, outfit change, bitch.
That's crazy.
Bitch had on the red Louboutins, bitch, with her feet crossed, giving red, in the 24 karat gold plated casket, bitch. And I thought I was dead then. Then the next day, she in a powder blue number, okay? I don't know which bitch had a 5-day viewing, bitch. I don't know, okay? Number one, I didn't know the body kept that long. It's already been 2 weeks, okay? So she did this powder blue number. Then Thursday, I heard it was another goddamn outfit. We ain't get no photos of the other two, okay? So then, alright, I'm like, alright, it's Aretha Franklin, bitch. I wore my all black to work and shit in solidarity, okay? I shows up. I'm like, alright, bitch, turn the TV on, you know what I'm saying, in the office, bitch, we fitting to go in. So, you know, around 10 o'clock, you know, black people always late, they filing in, okay, shit don't never start on time. So I'm like, oh, bitch, it's Diana Ross, oh, bitch, it's Cicely Tyson, oh, bitch, it's Tyler Perry. You know, and I'm like gagging, I'm like, all these people, and I'm like, okay, this is cute. So, you know, they do the opening remarks. And, you know, no shade, we came for the performances, bitch. I mean, it was given concert series, bitch. We looked at the bill. I mean, Fanny, Shaka Khan, Stevie, Faith Hill for you country bitches. Ariana Grande for the teen queen pop dreams out this motherfucker. I mean, Aretha had every demographic covered, bitch. Okay? Now, Faith Hill, I had the TV on mute. But from the look of it, bitch, it looked like you was killing it. Like, bitch, I was like, she's killing, she is eating this shit on me. So I'm going off on social media based on her facial expressions because it was I am giving vocal down. But social media let me know that that was not the case. Okay? So Faith, according to social media, bitch, is a chop for you. I was rooting for you though, bitch, because you know I love country. So then Ariana Grande comes out. They put on the lightweight bitches. Put down first, right? So, Ariana Grande shows up. And Ariana can sing, bitch. So she gonna kill it. She's saying you make me feel like a natural woman and all that shit. I'm here for it. Now, one, that shirt was a little bit too short for a funeral, bitch. It should have been given pencil length cinched. It was given, bitch, butt crack, slightly. It was all black. It was cute. It worked. Okay. Shout out to Jesse Jackson. He finally made it out the chair. He needed help, but he finally made it out. And he stood up for a good portion once he got out, because I felt like he felt once he sat down he wasn't getting back up again. Nevertheless, shout out to Jesse Jackson. He looked kind of angry now. Like, I felt like he was mad the whole funeral. I mean, sadness and madness is two different type of looks, and he wasn't serving sad. It was serving like, bitch, I'm pissed. And so the Clark sisters come out. Now, anybody who knows me know I don't do church like that. I'm not in there every Sunday with Jamal Bryan and them. Okay? But The Clark sisters will bring me out of character, bitch. That damn Karen, Dorinda and them, bitch. Them bitches sang down. When Karen started doing it, I can't hear. No. Anybody who know the Clark sisters know that echo is legendary. Them bitches had me in the office in tears, bitch. I live for a Clark sister moment, okay? Now, Shaka Khan was cute. You know, she's a legend, so we just gonna pay it. Next, Fantasia, bitch. Now, Fanny ain't had a hit in a decade. But that is mother tribute, bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'm a rapper, bitch. I want Fantasia to sing my raps, bitch, when I hit Kick the Bucket. Because that bitch do tributes like no other. She took off her shoes, giving Patti LaBelle tease, no shade. And then proceeds to give me all of my life. Now, if we could only capture that in your own fucking records, Fanny, we would have an iPhone. But people get mad at me when I say that. But let's think about this for a moment. While Fantasia did do good, does she have a Patti LaBelle If You Ask Me To? Does she have an Aretha Franklin Respect record? Does she have a Shaka Khan Ain't Nobody? No! So, until we need the hit, family, we need the hit. But until then, bitch, you are the uncontested champion of the tribute segment, bitch. Anytime BT called MTV, Spirit Awards, Stellar Awards, call Fantasia. Jennifer Hudson did a good job. By the time Jennifer Hudson started performing, it was time for me to clock out, so I couldn't stay, but she looked beat as fuck, okay? I was here for Jennifer. Cicely, bitch. That is mother. First off, the hat. Larry, pass me my hat. I need to give the people a visual. Bitch, we gonna get into this, okay? So this is Cicely Tyson at the funeral, bitch. Okay? Now picture this hat in black with like mad fabric just still attached to the ends. Looking like a Negro spiritual at the podium, right? And Cicely gets up there and she just sounds like time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm surprised Cicely ain't kicked the bucket yet. She been to everybody's funeral but her own. Okay? But I love Cicely Tyson. Tyler Perry talked for a little bit. You know, that's mother. We live for Tyler. He got up there and said his little piece. But at that point, I had to clock out. Because, bitch, I have shit to do. Okay? I have a life. And I still have a life. Aretha don't. So, I need to move on with living mine. Okay? So, at that point, I had to leave. That's no shade. Disclaimer. You know? They had pink Cadillacs, bitch. I think every Mary Kay representative in the United States must have been at this funeral, bitch. Because they had like 100 pink Cadillacs. Okay? Which I thought was gangsta as fuck. Aretha had the hearse with the curtains on the outside. Bitch, how you had curtains on the outside of your hearse? Okay? But she killed it. Now, the thing is, I feel sorry for John McCain. I know Obama had to have been pissed about this funeral, bitch. Because, you know, he a president, he a former president, so he gotta go to John McCain's funeral. John McCain had, like, he could not hold on for, like, a couple of days. Because, see, if John McCain had held on for a couple of days, then his funeral would have been next week. And then Obama could have caught the flight, made it to Aretha funeral and shit, shed his tears with Michelle. We would have been like, oh my God, she's beat. And then he could have did John McCain's funeral. But unfortunately, John McCain had somewhere to go, so he couldn't stay with us any longer, which caused the conflict, and then Obama had to settle with writing a note. Now, for those of you who don't know, there have only been 2 black governors in the United States ever in history, in life. Maybe one. It's this guy back in the 1800s. He served as governor of Louisiana for like 6 weeks, and that was only because the governor was getting impeached and he couldn't be the governor for that time frame. So it was like by default. So he was like the governor for like a minute. Anyway, Andrew Gillum wins the nomination, which is historic. But it's a lot going on. Of course, it's Florida. For those of us who do not know, Florida is typically a red state, okay? So in Florida, things go a certain way. That's not without saying that there is not any scandal. You know, we live for a scandal moment. So evidently, Mr. Gillum, he's from, I believe, Tallahassee, I believe. His government is being investigated by the FBI for some land deals, some shady land dealings or something like that. Which, you know, everybody makes a deal. It's like Sheila with the gift cards for those who live in Baltimore. We all know that deals are made behind closed doors. Nevertheless, he got the nomination. Now, here in the DMV, we are roughly 64 days away from our own gubernatorial election. Now, we got the Democratic nominee, Ben Jealous, and then we got the Republican Sith Lord, Larry Hogan. Okay? Now, I also like to call this 2 tons of fun because they both 2 fat motherfuckers. You know, I'm a fat motherfucker who works. You know what I'm saying? But we got our own election. I will be covering that in the future. But an interesting thing is this. As we are in the Captain Crunch era with Trump, I'm starting to notice that in a lot of these small races, we're having a lot of people of color get nominations. They're winning. And I think, you know, Van Jones called it on CNN when Trump won a white lash. And I feel like we're having a black lashing right now in our midterm races, which is a great thing. The country should definitely reflect the people who actually live in this bitch. So I get it. So I'm going to just run down a few of these candidates. We already touched on Mr. Gillum in Florida. In Georgia, back in May, okay, we had Stacey Abrams, who won her nomination. She would be, if she wins in Georgia, the first black female governor ever in life. We shouldn't be saying the first black anything at this point in 2018. Nevertheless, this is where we're at and we will deal. But better late than never. So you have her. In Arizona, we have a former state education official, David Garcia. Latin Poppy, kind of cute too. He got the Democratic nomination. In Hawaii, whoever wins, no matter who wins in Hawaii, a person of color will win, okay? So in Hawaii, we have the state's current Democratic governor, David Ige, who is Japanese American. And he is facing the Republican State House Minority Leader, Andrea Topola, who is Samoan. Okay, come on, Hawaii, fuck it up. I'm here for it. Now, in Idaho, Paulette Jordan became the first woman to win the Democratic Party's nomination for governor. I forget about them. You know, in some states, you forget they exist until tax time or like some shit like this happens. Idaho is one of those states. Now, if she accepts the Lieutenant Governor Brad Little in November, which is a member of the Coeur d'Alene, I know I'm butchering this tribe, he would also be the nation's first Native American governor. First Native American governor in 2018. We all know who the country belonged to first, and we having the first Native American governor in 2018. Better late than never, I guess. So we have that going on. So it's a great time, but you know, in America, we can't have all of this diversity without it being some backlash. So, according to The Hill, voters in Florida on Friday, okay, were reportedly exposed to racist robocalls mocking Democratic gubernatorial hopeful Andrew Gillum. So remember Andrew Gillum, we covered him at the top of the segment. Somebody was doing robocalls, minstrel style, okay? The calls were apparently issued by a neo-Nazi group based in Idaho. Like, you in Idaho, why are you doing robocalls in Florida? That's a lot of anytime minutes, bitch. Now, they got coins, okay? They got coins to sit and do nothing else better with their lives but to call people and prank call. That's what they do with their money, okay? The Florida robocall reportedly featured a minstrel-style voice mocking Gillum with jungle noises. Bitch, why they hear the Jungle Book soundtrack, bitch? That played in the background. I don't know what's going on in Florida. I mean, this is definitely not Miami, okay? They're crazy down there. I just find it interesting that anytime you have progression of minorities, you have incidents like this. You have, you know, situations like Charlottesville and things like that, which I think is kind of sad. I mean, are we still doing this in 2018? I think we are, but, you know, hey, what can you do? But kudos, congrats to all the nominees. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride for half of y'all. But hey, I wish you the goddamn best. Now, next we have Miss Stormy Daniels. Okay, now, most of you already know Stormy Daniels is the porn star that don't know how to shut the fuck up. Bitch got paid. Okay. And she's still running her mouth. Now, I'm not mad at Stormy, you know, because it's all about Captain Crunch. But Stormy, you fucking the game up. Ain't nobody gonna get no more hush money because of your ass. Now, I don't know what's going on over at Vogue. I have been reading Vogue since I was 16 years old, okay? But Vogue is starting to reach out to people that they typically don't reach out to. And I personally feel some kind of way. Because Beyonce had to work hard for that first Vogue cover, bitch. And she's actually talented. You know, some would say Stormy's talented, but it depends on what you classify as talent, bitch. Now, Stormy got a Vogue feature, and now I ain't mad at the shot. I mean, the shot by Annie Leibovitz, legendary photographer. She does a great job photographing women. She's done Rihanna, like Demi, like everybody. So it makes sense you get Stormy Daniels. She's a girl of the moment right now. You know, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's definitely a difference between black women and white women when it comes to things like this. Only in America can you get paid hush money, agree to hush money, spend the hush money, and then renege on the hush money, and get a damn Vogue feature, bitch. Diana Ross has never, to my knowledge, never got a Vogue cover, and she's an icon, bitch. But Stormy Daniels is in Vogue. Okay? And like I said, I'm not mad at the pictures. For a bitch who do porn and throw that ass in a circle for a living, these are probably the best face shots she's ever taken in her fucking life.
He fucked up.
Sean Suiter, Baltimore City police homicide detective. It was a lot of controversy around Sean Suiter's death. He was pursuing a suspect. Allegedly, he got in the alley where nobody could see him. His partner heard shots, from what I understand. And I'm doing a gloss over. And basically, Sean Suiter dies. He gets killed. Okay. Sean Suiter was scheduled to testify against a gun task force case. For those of you who don't know, the gun trace task force, they was basically doing all kinds of dirty shit. They was basically a rogue unit of dirty cops, okay? This is why there's such a distrust with the police. Nevertheless, the asses got caught. Long story short, many people believe that he was basically assassinated because of that by the BPD. The thing that adds insult to injury is they had people like really looking for like this suspect and really like thinking like, oh my God, who was that stupid to off a homicide detective, right? So it's like the equivalent, you know how, back in the day when motherfuckers used to steal shit and then help you look for it? That's kind of like the shit that the Baltimore police, they're like, bitch, it's a killer, he had on this. Whole time, they the ones that did it. Harlem Park, the neighborhood where this happened. They had the people having to show their IDs to get in the house. They had the people feeling like they in the Hunger Games and they don't goddamn, I mean, they already feel like that. No shade, anybody that know Harlem Park. It's no shade. But they had these people like under siege looking for a suspect that really ain't exist. You're not gonna just kill a homicide detective. Motherfuckers is not that crazy. So, eventually when they didn't find a suspect, because if somebody had did it in this city for something like that, with the way that they was going on about it, somebody would have told. We would have found out. So after a few days, people started asking questions, and we like, wait a minute. I don't think nobody killed his ass. Then it started coming out that he was going to testify in this case. Okay? So immediately, everybody in the city wheels start turning. It was a big deal. Okay? And basically everybody pretty much figured it out, whether the police wanted to admit it or not, that he was killed by his own, company. So, fast forward. So they published this report saying that the man killed this goddamn self. Now, who in the hell? Now I'm trying to figure out, wasn't it a suspect, bitch? So how we go from a damn suspect chasing a suspect and shit, till he killed himself? Bitch, I'm confused. The security cameras in the corner store that had some of the shit on tape, all his cameras get fucked up. So all the cameras get destroyed. And they published this report stating that, he basically killed himself. Now, for those of you who don't live in the area, we have this reporter by the name of Jane Miller. She works for WBAL, right? Now, everybody know, when Jane Miller come, bitch, you caught. When you see that dyke from Channel 11, your ass is caught, bitch. You might as well confess. Call the lawyer now, bitch. So Mother Jane, she publishes this story after, the suicide ruling comes out. So Jane, she do her homework and shit. So it's basically stating mistakes, omissions, and errors handicap the IRB probe into Suter's death. So Jane like, bitch, it wasn't together from the beginning. So she goes, on November 20th, 5 days after Suter was fatally shot, 11 news cameras recorded Baltimore city officials making a key discovery at the Bennett Place scene. A bullet buried in the dirt. The evidence would turn out to be considered the fatal bullet. So this is the bullet that killed the man. But police failed to record exactly where the bullet was found, bitch. This was a crucial piece of evidence. Its discovery and location should have been recorded as accurately as possible. We all seen CSI, bitch. We already know that. Motherfuckers done swipe shit, took shit, hid shit, threw it away, all kinds of shit. Just shit. Confusion about the location of the gunshot wound on Suter's head took 4 days to correct at autopsy. Bitch, you was confused. I thought a gunshot wound was pretty self-explanatory, bitch. It's the big hole. Now, I could be wrong. I don't work for CSI. But I'm just saying, bitch. If you get shot, find the hole, bitch. Find the hole. Okay? So, sources told WBAL that a big handicap in the investigation was the withholding of key information from homicide detectives. Specifically, Suter's pending appearance before a grand jury in the gun trace task force case. An allegation Suter had stolen money and planted drugs. This supposed to be your homeboy. He on TV crying with the mayor and shit, but he ain't telling what the fuck happened. I'm confused.